How's it going? Today we are watching episodes 3 and 4 of Dragon Ball Z, including the first ever fight in the series, and that's all up next on Key Moments. Oh, and now right now we're coming in with a jingle. I don't know what the jingle, we don't have the jingle yet, but Nano, where have you been in your life, man? What's going on with you? Welcome back to Key Moments, of course. Man,
Key Moments.
I know, it's
an anime
key moments
podcast
of our lives. I know, it's got a little Dragon Ball Z like subtext in there, like key is in key, and then like, but also like key is in key for key moments.
Yeah, and like key
that's what the title looks like.
Like me watching Guardians and then pause for a day and then watching Mario Brother. I was like on a Chris Pratt marathon apparently. And
and you could censor this if you want. I don't know if this would be giving away too much, but also you said Guardians, you said Mario, but you also saw Ed Sheeran.
I did see Ed Sheeran. and here's the thing. Am I a big Ed Sheeran fan? No. But he was impressive live because the way he does his concert, he's like, I mean, he's a solo artist, you know? He builds out his songs on like a loop deck live.
What? I see.
It is actually so damn cool. Like
so he's like a little talented guy.
Yes, yeah. No, I didn't really know what to expect. Like, you know, this was a present for my wife, but obviously I was excited. I mean, dude, concerts are always a good time. Yeah. But like the thing that was so impressive to me was that he was literally building the songs out by himself using a like loop machine, like a loop deck type thing.
That actually takes some talent too. So not just a pretty face Ed Sheeran, huh?
Yeah, no, and not just having like a band. I just wasn't, and not like, but not like having a band come in and like play all the things. I don't know. That was just like really cool, and that was a key moment of my weekend. So
well now I feel. Oh, is this like a thing where we go around the table and I have to bring the key moments?
No, I mean, listen, man, if you just want to dive right into talking about Dragon Ball Z, we can, but also...
Yes, and this is our first episode where we watched 2 episodes, not just one. We watched 2 for Double Sunday.
Wait, I didn't even think about that, but yeah, for Double...
Double Sunday. And then we actually got to see...
That was corny. I'm not feeding into that, bro. They cut this out. Donna, that was actually really cool, but I got to kind of act cool for them, you know what I mean?
No, I get it. I mean, we just both called Ed Sheeran pretty, so I don't know where we're drawing the line in the sand, but anyway, we did get to see, spoilers for the episode, we did get to see the first and only Double Sunday from Raditz. That was huge. We'll get into that later.
Why'd you say only? He doesn't do it again?
No, Raditz is gonna die.
No, wait, what?
I know he looks like he's got the battle under control. What with a 5-year-old about to smoke him, but he's it's not looking good for Raditz. But again, that's more that we'll get into next time, because well, that's just what we're doing. Not next time, as in next sentence. What was episode 1 called again? Not episode 1, episode 3.
Episode 3 was the Unlikely Alliance.
Okay, hey, and who was the alliance between? We both know it.
It was between Piccolo and Goku.
So if you've only ever watched Dragon Ball Z, this could be easier to forget. But these guys were not best friends forever at first, and this episode, that's why I think this episode's cool, because again, you don't need to watch. I stand by the fact you do not need to watch Dragon Ball to be a fan and appreciate Z. But if you did watch Dragon Ball, this episode is huge.
Yeah, it had layers.
Yeah, this is crazy. This was crazy. Again, I think in the last podcast, this might have been a Patreon thing. Go check out the Patreon if you want to see that. But I think I mentioned that I thought Piccolo was standing behind the house. Turns out he was just flying above, and maybe was there or not there.
I'm wondering if that moment is in a game, is portrayed that way in a game or something, because or you just gaslit me so hard, because I was definitely picturing him like popping out from behind the Kami house at that point. You had made me believe that was very much so a scene that happens, and then he's just like above them, you know, like.
Like, I want you to know, it's not like I was trying to lie to anybody. I definitely, and looking back, it is stupid to imagine Piccolo, you know, he takes himself very seriously at this point of the series. Like,
I picture him kind of like, you know, like hanging out like this.
I don't know. I can't see you right now, but I picture you doing like what Solid Snake does when he's about to CQC somebody. Like he's up against the wall.
Yeah, that's definitely what I was doing. And if you're listening to us just on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever the heck you're listening to this on, you might tune in this one time to the YouTube channel because we do have one of those, and just so you can get a visual for what was going on there. And so you mentioned it before we go any deeper. I got to plug just a little bit. But I
was trying to take your responsibility away. Go ahead.
Listen, we do live react to I say live. We react to these episodes and we put that out on our Patreon. Like both of us are there live reacting. So if you want to see our reactions to these episodes or do the full rewatch of Dragon Ball Z, or your first time watching it with us and our commentary alongside you watching the episodes, then you can do that. So link down below, Patreon. Or you'll find it. I promise. The Key Moments Patreon, you'll find it.
And plug.
Anyway, sorry. I just had to listen. I would want to watch that. That's why we're doing it. So like, I'm just like, they got to know it exists. If they don't exist, then how are they ever going to get to it? Anyway, sorry.
It was a long time, and this was a double feature. And damn, again, I don't know why I thought Piccolo he's super serious right now. I don't know why I thought he was just gonna like walk out from behind like, you're wrong, you can't beat him, which he did, but he was above them. A little more intimidating that way. Also, I do got to give a shout out to this isn't jumping ahead at all. I got to give a shout out to the anime moment that you called out. Like Piccolo is talking to Goku, and because he's an anime guy, he has to walk behind him to keep talking to him. Like I really like that moment.
Yes, I just wanted to call out because it's like, why did he have to walk past him? But it did make for a really cool moment, like talking like back to back like that, and the like close zoom ins on their faces and stuff. That was a really good moment. I just want to start off, honestly, all of it by saying, like, again, if you watched last week's episode of the podcast, I was on the hating side, and I definitely thought I'd given my last higher score. And we'll get to that later in the episode here, but I can tell you these are going to be higher than I anticipated them to be. Like I thought I was going to be giving out some low scores. And
just go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and now here I am. Like again, if you end up watching our reactions, like we were both just like, I was howling at this, bro. I just was not anticipating to be getting to what we were getting to so quickly. Like,
just in general, I just wanted to say, just in general, you really thought Raditz was like a main character, like I said, I've been saying it the whole time. I thought Raditz was like your pretty quick place, but today we looked at the episode count and it's definitely all Raditz all the time until like episode 7. So everything we said about it being slow, I think again, that's going to start up with Gohan's training arc. But for now, honestly, I think looking back, I was kind of a big hater on episode 2. I give it like what, a 6?
You did give it no, you ended up giving it a 5, didn't you?
Did I?
I think I gave it a 5 because
I think my reasoning was I ain't coming back to watch episode 2 because really like they just talked about it, but like I like the lore. I don't know why I gave it a 5 because I was on some hater shit. It's not going to be like that again. And I think I get to give my score first for episode 3, which is nice. I'm appreciative. I'm gonna take the chance because I liked a lot of what happened in this episode.
No, this episode was a ton of fun. Like, and I just didn't anticipate that, like, have it just move so fast. Like, I don't know. Like, I thought there was in my head canon.
Oh, never mind. I got hyped. I spoiled something. I spoiled something. Go ahead. Keep going.
In my headcanon, I thought Goku trained a little bit. Like I thought there was like a bit of a training arc and like a bit like the alliance didn't happen so quickly. Like there was definitely some like training that took place before we're just like, yeah, bro, we're gonna go jump this dude. Like he's got your kid, we're jumping him. Like
he is though. So like you're right. After Piccolo makes his appearance, bro, like Nato thought there'd be some training. I can't blame you because what does Goku got one shot by Raditz. And then he's just like, I got to go after him. I don't disagree with him there. He pounds the water a little bit, over dramatic drama queen, whatever. But he has to go after him. Thankfully, Piccolo teams up because Krillin's not really fucking with. Master Roshi was kind of on site. Like he was like, yeah, I'll go. I don't really care if I die. Like you need me. But Krillin not really about it. He's still the go.
He was about it. But then Goku's like, wait a minute. Because Krillin's like, yeah, you could just revive me, right, Bulma?
Yeah,
and Goku's like, no.
He wasn't about it. Then he was about it when he realized he just had a respawn, and then he wasn't about it again.
Yeah, He's like, yeah, well, maybe not, you know, like
I am busy that day, you know. I have so much to do. I got to repair this Krillin shaped hole that Raditz made in this house. Also,
like I like you, Goku, but I literally just met your son like 10 minutes ago, and he was crying a lot, and like, you know, maybe yeah, I gotta go do something over here, right? Like I don't know, like, do we really have to save him? Like,
right, I still wish Krillin would have at least tried to go in the original search party, but I guess it's not a huge deal that he doesn't.
They could have overwhelmed him. Does he knows Destructo Disc right now, right? Yeah. No, wait, does he not?
I don't think he does yet. He might learn. That's one of the episodes I'm excited to see, is him training with like Yamcha Tien and shit, because that might be where he learns that. He might not know yet.
He could have Kamehameha'd him though. Like, he could have threw out like, they could have
No, he definitely could have helped. He could have done something. Man, like, he could have been like Sniper, just like throw a beam every now and then, or even just like a single key blast. Bro, like something, Ghillie Suit Krillin, like that could have been a Dokkan card. They probably weren't thinking about the branding, because I'd buy a Ghillie Suit Krillin plushie.
Oh my gosh, dude, wait, that would go crazy. Dotto, find a way in a future thumbnail on your channel to get Krillin in a ghillie suit as a sniper.
How am I going to pitch that? Am I just going to play, like, do a let's play of Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 and just like Dragon Ball up the thumbnail a little bit?
I think you just made that video.
Be honest, who's clicking on a Sniper Ghost Warrior video in 2023?
But you don't call it that. You call it like,
bro, I'm already in trouble. I'm in trouble for my last video, bro. I clickbaited too hard. I flew too close to the sun, bro. I'm the YouTube Icarus. They're already calling me YouTube Icarus.
Dude, no. You could just call it like, he accepted the mission, or like mission accomplished.
Damn, bro wants me to just be vague as hell. They gonna kill my ass to click on that video, see Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. Anything to promote key moments, huh? You're willing to throw the whole DotoDoya channel into the gutter to get key moments, a sub or two.
No, please give a shout out to the Key Moments YouTube channel when you do that.
I might as well. I have to find a new job somewhere. Damn.
Dude, everyone watching this right now is going to tell you, if you haven't made it by the time this goes live, are going to tell you to go make that Krillin video, man. The Krillin stands that are listening and watching this right now are going to tell you need to make it.
Hey, if we hit a certain amount of like patrons or maybe like subs on the Key Moments YouTube, I'll get a modder to mod in Krillin as the character model. That way I can at least pretend it has remotely some value to this channel.
Gosh, dude. Especially imagine you add some lines in too. Oh, dude.
Damn, you got me paying a modder overtime.
Damn. I want to see, dude, I want this video to happen. This is like a 1 million view video, man.
What? No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Damn, 1 million dislike video, more like they gonna kill me for that.
Oh, anyways, sorry. That took a turn.
That did, bro. That's what podcasts are. We just take a left every time. People expect on a right, we take a left. Man, because somehow we are in a Dragon Ball Z podcast talking about episode 3, and we haven't even talked about how they catch up to Raditz because they track the Dragon Ball on Gohan's head. It's good writing. That's good writing right there.
That is good writing. And now, hang on. Did I misinterpret? But at first, were they not kind of like, wait, why? They were almost shocked that one was moving. Am I crazy for thinking that at first?
They did say like, it sure is. They were like, it must be this one moving. Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They were just moving at like light speed.
That's what it's moving at light speed.
That's what
I mean. I don't even know why they were shocked about it, to be honest. But yeah, they tracked the Dragon Ball on Gohan's head. What was I so excited about? Oh, I remember what I was excited about. Stay tuned until the end of the podcast for the big reveal on why I was excited. It's going to be a twist, Ned. I got another. Actually, no, it's going to be halfway through the episode because this is only episode 3. I got a twist for you already.
Okay.
What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I wanted to go back to my previous discussion point because they're tracking Raditz and then we get some scenes of Raditz talking to Gohan. I will stand by this until the day I die. Raditz is just a good guy. I know he's a Saiyan, but for a Saiyan, Raditz is a good guy. Because he's like, Gohan's crying. He's like, come on now, son. You need to be stronger. You're a Saiyan. I'm going to put you in timeout until you can stop crying. And we'll talk about this later. I was like, that's pretty emotionally mature for a guy that came here to like blow up the earth.
I mean, yeah, definitely compared to Vegeta and Nappa.
Yeah, I guess I am comparing him to the 2 other Saiyans we get to know, but Raditz, pretty understandable guy. I could see him being a good uncle even. Like, it looked like he was trying to, like, Nano, you made the joke, bro. Like, Gohan's hiding under a car. Raditz picks it up, blows that shit to smithereens just to look cool for the kid. Yeah, exactly.
Which, by the way, the truck still said, and I want someone's probably already told us this from episode 1, but I still am just shocked that they scribbled on Chevrolet on the back of the farmer's truck. Like
it does say Chevrolet. I don't. That shocked me.
Like I just was not anticipating there to say Chevrolet. Like I just you just like not even put it on there. I don't like. Did you really need Chevrolet on the back of the truck? Even like I don't know.
That was the most wrong I've ever been. And the way you think I gaslit you about Piccolo is the way I thought you were gaslighting me about Chevrolet. I thought for sure you were.
He was so convinced, and I'm like, dude, I gotta go back.
So far, it is definitely 1-0. Like you being right, because I thought I was right about the Piccolo thing, but I was wrong, and you were right about Chevrolet. So far, I'm the gaslighter of key moments. I don't know if I want that to stick.
We'll see.
Anyway, Nano, I feel like you bring us into the next point you want to talk about. I got my key off about like Raditz being a good uncle because he locks Gohan up. He's very understanding. I mean, minus the fact that he's locking Gohan up because he's annoyed of listening to Gohan and he needs him to be quieter. But hey, bro, if my uncle picked up a car, the one time I met my uncle in real life is a real story, by the way, Nano. He did the thing with the basketball where he picked it up and spun it on his finger. Mm-hmm. That was Raditz picking up the car, and then that was it. My uncle disappeared out of my life. He's not dead or nothing. I don't talk to him. So I'll take it. I'll take what Gohan got. I thought that was cool. I got a basketball spin trick.
Yes, that was cool. Also, I like how Gohan, before he destroys it, is like, my dad could do that too. Like
he did say that.
It's just such like a kid thing to say. But I would say the next thing is just the fact that we actually get like Goku. Well, first off, we get the iconic shot of them flying to save
you
Gohan.
Love that. You love that one.
We get it a couple of times, actually. They actually show that a few times. They show it when they first take off, and they show it as they're like arriving to Raditz. And then Raditz, which like dumbfounded us, which through Raditz we find out that Gohan has a power level that is higher than like Goku and Piccolo combined.
I thought it was way too high for what, like obviously they can channel their key attacks, and the whole time, by the way, Raditz was huge on a scouter. I kind of want to talk about that more later, but Gohan's power level was way too high. I think it was crazy above Piccolo and Goku.
I mean, like resting Goku and Piccolo, I don't think combined we're at a 710 like Gohan in that pod.
No, resting Goku Piccolo are not smoking Kid Gohan,
which is
crying.
Crazy to think that Kid Gohan could. He couldn't because he doesn't have the skill, but from a sheer power standpoint, could take on Goku and Piccolo. Like that's
just for the record. Obviously, English dub we're watching, but Piccolo special beam cannon fully charged was 1310 or something. Yeah, Gohan was doing that while Gohan's doing that while crying.
I mean, yeah,
bro focuses up. He might be like 1700 next episode.
2000.
2000? Do you think it actually hits 2000 this early?
I
wouldn't be shocked.
So. Not if Goku doing his Kamehameha is like only 1,000. Like Gohan goes up to 2K.
If that happens, like damn, Gohan just sweeps all of Dragon Ball. What? I'm pissed, bro. If I watch all of Dragon Ball,
does sweep all of Dragon Ball.
If I watch all of Dragon Ball and some sniveling, crying kid wipes out my two favorite characters power level wise, I'm pissed. That's just me though. I felt that way during the One Piece movie too.
I can't relate to One Piece.
I know, bro. Just a little off. Like I don't watch One Piece either. I'm not a huge One Piece fan, but in the new movie, like they add in like a movie fan character whose power is to sing, and like to scale her, like she comes in and sings, and all of the major bad guys just lose to her. I would have been pissed. That was for the One Piece fans out there. Shout out to the 3 people. But damn, but I think
is this the second time you've done this? Haven't you attacked One Piece fans once before in this?
I don't know, but I was gonna say we make a lot of, and I'm saying we with capital WE. We make a lot of enemies on this podcast.
I don't know. You speaking French over there, brother? Because I don't know that there's any we here.
I like the movie. I like Otto, but so One Piece fans, please spare me. I would have been pissed if my favorite character got bodied by somebody that came in and sang. That's just. Damn. It's a rude awakening.
Well, what if I said my favorite character is Cell?
In Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
Z?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's respectable because Gohan had to do a lot of clutching up.
Okay, you're right. But not if
Like-
not. What if I said my favorite character is Cell Max?
I mean-
someone watching this is like, damn, y'all really spooling the hell out of this series for me.
They're like, well, actually, they're just confused. Who? What?
Yeah, who? What? What do you mean? Anyways,
What's Cell Max?
back to episode 3 though.
Yeah, we got to get to the middle of these episodes because I got to do some house cleaning.
Man, you got to do house cleaning.
Yeah,
It's
like
almost-
I'm saying middle. I meant podcast house cleaning because I'll just do it now. I got to apologize for my posture. I'm working on it in this episode, but I know motherfuckers was mad in the comments. I'm trying. I don't do face cam.
Yeah, I got about 3K videos on YouTube with face cam, so this isn't anything new for me. But give Doto a break. He's got like no
moment or two.
no, he's got like no actual videos on YouTube with his face cam. Do you? Are there any like that actively?
No, I think just the ones we've recorded is about it. Like including like the little tournament we were in.
Because people be putting your face on thumbnails, but then you're not even actually in the video. It's just you.
Yeah,
your face
I'm not really
right?
a face. I'm just an icon living. By that I mean a PNG living.
Yeah.
But hopefully people can excuse us for not talking too much about episode 3, because honestly, that was most of it. And then Piccolo and Goku arrive.
Yeah, we get our first like real attack from Raditz.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that's what sort of ends off episode 3 before we get into like the thick of the fighting here. But yeah, we get the super quick. Well, they drop their weights off. Let's not forget that. They drop they drop their weights off, which I think is a cool moment for sure. You made a comment about it being a little light, but like I'm thinking,
go ahead.
But that's just like every day, like like Goku's just literally walking around doing his everyday life. He's cooking, he's fishing, he's.
I get it. I get that. Again, I just thought like 30 pounds for each leg and fivers on the wrist. I think
it's a little.
It might be a little. It's a little light. Like Hercule could do that. I feel like even early Z Goku should have maybe done like hundreds on the legs and 50s on the wrist. Like I think it could have bumped up, but. I get it, and that's fine. And I think it gives a nice little.
Like this Goku that we're with right now. Could that be
really 100 pounds, bro? Bro could blow up the earth. There's no shot he couldn't lift 100 pounds. I don't know,
bro. He couldn't even hit Raditz. Wait, that's next episode. Never mind.
Spoilers, man. Damn.
But the lunge towards Goku and Piccolo from Raditz was sick. Like. I thought it was sick.
You like the run up?
Yeah, well, yeah, because
that's iconic. That's iconic.
Anyways, I thoroughly enjoyed the taking the weights off, getting totally ready, and then Raditz coming in and doing his thing.
It was
nice.
Every second of fighting. This is the first fight in all of Dragon Ball Z. Is nuts. It's crazy. And the wiki does list. We do get to see Shining Friday here. He doesn't say that, but. Apparently, Shining Friday was featured.
That was Shining Friday. Okay.
Apparently, yeah. Also, Nano, does that mean now that's pretty much the entire episode? By the way, it leaves off. And again, we're going to cover the next episode in this episode, but in the middle, I want to get to all the stuff we usually cover at the end, right?
Yeah. For episode.
I'd say that's fair because I'm excited for this. So, what do you want to get? Let's get into the differences from the manga. My favorite feature.
Sure. Let's hear it.
Let me start off at let's start with this one. Chi-Chi at home wondering when Goku and Gohan would return home is exclusive to the anime. I think we both could tell that.
Yeah, that felt so weird.
It just
weird and out of place. I don't know.
You made the comment that you thought they must have been alluding to Chi-Chi's spider sense that she was going to sense Goku in danger.
Yes, but
no, it's just her doing the dishes.
Which, yeah, that just screamed anime only moment for sure. I didn't picture that in the manga at all. What's next?
Next big difference from the manga was one of our favorite scenes of the episode. In the scene where Gohan hides under the farmer's pickup truck and causes Raditz to destroy it, it was with Shining Friday, which is exclusive to the anime. In the manga, he puts Gohan in his hack ball as soon as he gets to the site. So Shining Friday is an anime exclusive. And he uses it to blow up the truck. I didn't even know that was supposed to be what Shining Friday was.
I'm curious. This brings up a really good question. I've always thought this, and I thought this growing up when I was playing the games. Where the hell did they get the attack names? Like, Did Akira or somebody just like be like, yeah, we're gonna call this Shining Friday, but we're not gonna say it out loud? Like, where do the names come from?
I think in this case, I don't know if what the English dub changes, by the way. So, but in this case, I could see how the game.
Okay.
I could see how the games could walk this back, because if he said double Sunday, I would also base the rest of his moves off weekends, just because. I don't know. That's what I would naturally do. But I think that might be the case. Honestly, somebody drop a whole retrospective on where moves get their names in Dragon Balls and how they come about. And that's a big video. That could get you on the scene in the Dragon Ball community. Oh, but Nano, I got one more difference from the manga.
Did you read it?
Did you spoil it?
Oh,
because guess what, Nano? The scoreboard's going back down from 1-0 of me gaslighting to 0-0 because I was right. Dragon Ball expert DotoDoya strikes again, because the last difference from the manga is
I just
in
read
the anime, Piccolo makes his appearance to the group while hovering above the Kame house. In the manga, Piccolo comes around from the side of the house. I knew I saw that somewhere, and it was from the manga, which makes sense because I read the first chapter in Japanese very recently, because I bought it in Japanese when I was in Japan. Flex. But I knew he was around the corner.
Why'd you say flex like that, bro? Like,
because it was a little trick. I knew he was around the corner, Nate. I knew I remembered that from somewhere, and it was from the manga. Damn, I'm good. Damn, I'm good.
Wow. All right.
That was what I reacted to earlier in the episode. I was like, let me go ahead and see what the differences were.
Okay.
Let me get ready.
Okay.
I saw that. I was like, no shot. I'm a genius.
So so to come back to the techniques, they have a name for when he comes after Goku and Piccolo and like elbows them or whatever, and it's called I'm a top class warrior. How do they know that? Does he just say that?
He does say I'm a top class warrior in the episode somewhere.
Maybe he says it in the Japanese version. And I know there's a lot of people listening and watching this right now that are going, and that's why you guys should be watching that version. But we're trying to relive the nostalgia of what we grew up with. That's why we're doing it this way.
We want what we know. Yeah.
And also it gets all of you to comment more comments down below.
Damn. I do love that move. That's it's the double elbow strike that I reference that move all the time. I think it was in a video with you where I was like, that's the Raditz move.
My gosh.
That's the elbow thing. That's the elbow thing. That's the move I remember from when I was little. It's a sick move.
Hang on, my face cam just froze.
Oh, brother. Key moments error, technical error jingle.
No.
We don't editor, we don't have a separate jingle for that. We don't even have I don't even know if we have one jingle. Are you back?
I'm back. All right.
All right, well, no better time like the present than to give our scores for episode 3, which I forgot the title of, scrolls up on Wiki. Unlikely
Alliance.
No. I get to score this one first.
Yes.
This one features Shining Friday, Raditz being a great uncle. It even had Piccolo revealing himself, which wasn't how I remembered in the manga, but it was correct. I said I wasn't going to be on my hater energy anymore. And this one had the first fight. I'm going to go with 8. 8.
Oh.
It's an 8. It's an 8. I'm going pretty high. Okay, I was going to go higher.
Okay, so I am glad I did what I did. I put up my score early.
You did?
I did.
Wow.
Just so we could kind of see, so that way like you would know my like where I was going to put it without you knowing. They would know, but without you knowing. So
yeah.
I'll just say it. I'm giving it a 7.
Oh, wow. Why the 7?
Because it was good, and I did enjoy it, but I think the next episode is where things get a little more interesting, in my opinion. So
I would say I agree, not to give spoilers on my potential rating, but yeah, I agree. You gotta take that.
I have to express so heavily right now that when going into this, and I said this in the Patreon video, which you can link down below, but I just did not anticipate enjoying these first episodes nearly as much as I have been. And also, I guess I shouldn't say it like that, but I didn't anticipate there being, I didn't think they were going to be this good. I guess I should just say it like that. I did not think they were going to be this good, and they've been really, really good. I've really enjoyed like these first 3 episodes a lot. So
with the amount of with the amount of enemies we've made and the harsh takes we've been giving, this is like a hater cast, bro. We've been hating.
Ah,
our base instinct is to hate.
We've got the wrong side of the community I want right now, bro. God,
I will say just the only answer I'm going to give, the only justification for my 8 is going to be the last episode I gave a 5 or 6, which I was on some hater energy, I'll be honest. But my reason was I'm not going to rewatch episode 2, but I know for a fact that I would rewatch episode 3 and the next episode 2, because these are the first 2 episodes I watch whenever I get like dragon boxes. I put this episode in. Level sets, I put this episode in. Damn, I haven't even unboxed the 30th anniversary collector's edition, but I'd probably start with these 2.
Wait, you have that still unboxed?
Yeah, I do. And you know, that was a whole like, again, you own that too, don't you?
I do. It's right behind me.
Damn. You know, that there was like a whole big thing about how you shouldn't buy that
product.
There was,
you know that, which right? I'm glad that there was, because it made my unboxing for that video do way more views. So thank you all for doing that.
Bro is all about the money. And look, once again, me and Nano have aligned ourselves with the hater energy. We just buy anything they put out, huh? You know, anything for a funny looking Goku statue, huh?
It's not funny. That statue's fire, bro. Get out of here.
It is. I'll never forget the first time I visited your house. I was like, nice statue. You were like, thanks. It came in the 30th anniversary. I was like, oh, I own it too then. I just never took it out the box.
Yeah, that statue is actually uber nice.
It's really good. Anyway, Nano, bring us into episode 4.
I was say, you know what else is nice? Episode 4 of Dragon Ball Z, because oh my, this episode is fire. It is called Piccolo's Plan. What could he have planned, Doto?
Well, he's got that beast energy in him. He's thinking a couple steps ahead. Yeah,
The title, am I reading this right on the wiki? The Japanese title for this was Piccolo's Trump Card. Gohan is a crybaby.
Is that? I mean, that's what it says. The wiki says literal name.
That's crazy. Okay.
What does that have to do with Piccolo's plan? Why does the wiki take every shot possible at every character they can possibly get?
I don't know, but this is Piccolo's Trump Card.
Damn. So, what a trump card it is. This episode is beautiful.
This episode. Oh, dude, wait. I just remembered something we did not comment on that for episode 3 that we have to include.
We got time.
When they just arrive and the flips and the style down landing to the ground.
Oh, true. Goku was showing off.
That was sick, dude. That was so sick.
Bro, not to be like an old timer, but where you finding that little flourish nowadays, like no shot that was in the manga. No shot like Goku styled that hard in the manga. No. But the animator's like, I got this. Let me just.
Yes, dude. Oh, that was a nice touch. We were both very impressed.
I was blown away. I was like, damn, yeah, okay.
I was not expecting that. Anyways, just a nice little bonus there of why episode 3 was goated. But episode 4, maybe even just a little bit better. Because now it's time for Goku and Piccolo to actually make their counter attack to get in. Freaking slapped up by Raditz previously.
They were getting bodied. This is the start of their return fire.
So this episode starts like the only real fighting in 3. Again, we watched these back to back, so now in my brain it's just like one real long episode.
It's pretty blurred, yeah.
But they start out and they've not been double Sundayed yet, right? That was definitely in this episode.
This episode is the double Sunday episode.
Oh, dude. Oh. Man, that attack is, I think that attack is so cool and also very devastating. Like that attack is crazy.
It's just crazy how like planet buster ability everybody in Dragon Ball Z is. Like that was a double beam. Both of them had that impact. So I don't even want to picture a single beam attack. Wild destruction. Well, actually, we got another attack coming up later that's pretty wildly destructive to my eyes, but we'll come on.
Anywho, so this is the first real fight. Like that was the beginning of the fight. Obviously, was in episode 3, but this is the first like true fight in Dragon Ball Z. And man, the choreography is on point in this episode. Like,
yeah, I would definitely say that this is the first Z fight. Like, You could see the last one in Dragon Ball, but you're not seeing anything like this in OG Dragon Ball.
Bro, they are. Why?
Because the amount of beams.
Stop taking the wrong punches, bro.
No. That one could be a good thing or a bad thing. That's not even me being a hater. That's like there's a lot of beams in this episode. That's what I was trying to say. There's a lot of beams.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Fair.
I wasn't hating like that, bro.
There are a ton of beams in this episode, which might be why I liked it so much. Bro, I liked it a lot. Bro. Give me all the key attacks, man, because we're in key moments and we're talking about episode 4 Dragon Ball Z. What's up?
Yeah, I liked it. So again, the double Sunday happens this episode, and as we know, or maybe not know, but it takes Piccolo's arm clean off, and it is gone. And that's when Goku dodges the beam. Thankfully, that's where he witnesses most of the destruction. He falls. Raditz not going to let that happen. Cleans him up. And then they start talking about their strategy. Raditz, again, very nice guy. Lets them discuss this for a long time.
Yeah. He's just like, you know what, little brother, you do your thing, you know, but he's still like, it doesn't matter what you do. Like,
I literally forgot that also we didn't talk about, like, they show up and Raditz is like, oh, like Goku's like, I'm not fighting till you say where's my son at. No other villain in the entire show is like, your son's right over there. He's totally fine. You can go see him if you want to. But Raditz did. He's that guy. He is that guy.
My whole thing with that, by the way, was A, how do you not hear him? Because my God, he's being loud. And B, how do you not sense his like key? You know, like, how do you not just be like, oh, yep, my son's over there in that big divot, in that alien space pod thing.
Yeah. And, you know, that's, again, I feel like Goku is just not as good of a dad as Raditz is an uncle, but you know, we'll discuss that.
Dude, Dono,
okay, that one was bad. That was not true. That was not true.
Dude, yeah.
Bro, I sometimes I would be saying shit, man. I'd just be taking it back immediately.
Yeah.
Like how Piccolo should have taken back. I think Piccolo makes a big ask. He's like, give me 5 minutes. What? 5 minutes against Raditz? Bro couldn't even last 3 seconds on the island. But I mean,
except now he's got a special move that we haven't seen yet in Dragon Ball Z.
Ooh, and that's true. What move is that, Nana? What move is that?
That's his Kamehameha, but not just any Kamehameha. His bending Kamehameha.
I love this move in Xenoverse.
Kind of.
I mean, it's fun. It's not good, but it was fun.
Yeah. Dude, and I think that was I have to imagine. Obviously, I can't recollect this from that long ago, but I have to imagine as a child, like, I'm like, oh, he missed, and then he starts like bending that thing. Because again, I watched Z first. I think most people in the States watched Z first.
Bending that thing.
And
go ahead.
And so, like, he bends it, and you're like, wait, what? And then Raditz blocking this went crazy, dude.
He ran for a little while, though. He was kind of scared.
He was sprinting from that thing, then turns around and just like, nah. Which, by the way, the whole time, Piccolo's just over there, again, charging up. So, like, Goku's like, the one thing I guess I can do is I can fire this blast at him. And that is when we get to hear, like, the power levels, like, raising up higher than we had heard previously from, Gohan's 700 and something. But that's only because they are concentrating so much of their ki into that like one specific, point.
Yeah, Crybaby still sweeps.
Yeah, yes.
And this is also where Ghillie Suit Krillin would have been a real benefit. Just an extra attack or two would have been nice.
A Ghillie Suit Krillin. If only Krillin had actually went with his friends. Instead, he went with his other friends. But no, this whole scene was sick. Everything about, again, this episode is animated beautifully. I got no complaint. Yeah, one thing.
But one complaint. What were you gonna say?
One thing we forgot to mention too was, speaking of animation, was how well it was animated when it pans over to Gohan when he's looking for Gohan. I don't know. That was just, I liked the way that was animated too. Anyways, I digress. Keep going.
What are you talking about with that?
There was a moment where it pans over. Damn! Now you're really putting me on the spot. It pans over. It pans over to show.
Oh yeah.
Show Goku like where Gohan was, and the way that was animated was just done really well. It's like a good swooping shot, I think, is maybe how you would explain it. Anyways, it just looks.
I'm not going to lie. I thought you were referring to what I thought was one of our favorite shots was there was a beautifully animated shot where for some reason the cameraman is directly below Raditz's cock. And then the camera pans up and we look at Raditz from under his balls. Why they animated it like that, I do not know. It was a long hold shot. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the beam, the bend in the beam, the way he threw that beam back. I mean, just crazy animated stuff. Raditz clashes, and then we see Raditz's other attack, Saturday Crash, Crush. Sorry, I didn't know he used that move, but just blows Goku out of the sky. And it's finito on Goku.
Yes,
for now. And then that's when we see that. Luckily for Goku, his falling body fell just slow enough that it seems that the 5 minutes were up. What do we see next?
Dude, that fall was so long. I'm glad we didn't say anything when we were reacting, but I'm glad you thought that too, because I'm like, he's like really slowly falling out of the sky right now. He's very like
he was buying time. He was acting like he was falling.
Oh, okay. It was all part of Piccolo's plan, one might say.
Yeah. Gohan is a crybaby.
So then is that when he looks over? No, he looks over at Piccolo because Piccolo's power is going up so far. And then boom, he gets the tail.
The tail. Yeah. That's true.
And dude, I forgot. Raditz, give this man an Oscar because he's got some acting chops, man. He actually convinces Goku that he's going to leave.
No, wait, we messed it up, Nano.
No,
we messed it up big because he fires the first special beam cannon first without a tail hole.
Oh my gosh, no!
You messed it up, Nano. You rewind. No, don't actually take it out, but. First Piccolo just kind of cocky on Piccolo's part, but he just tries to go head up with Raditz and damn near blinds the entire screen. Special beam cannon got some respect.
How could I forget, bro? I got flashbang to, oh my gosh, dude, that was crazy how bright they made that.
Raditz even admits himself he's not blocking this one, and to be fair, he doesn't even try. He just slightly dodges it, takes to the shoulder, but that's about it. He gets a little bit of damage, breaks his armor. And then he goes to kill Piccolo. That's when the tail grab happens and the flashbang.
Yes, sorry. Missed one very pivotal moment there. But I was getting excited, you know. I was just getting really excited, and I got ahead of myself. That's my bad.
Oh, okay. Sorry, a momentary disruption, but yes, it was the blinding was crazy. And also, damn, we got an episode wrong already, man. Episode 3 of our podcast, episode 4 of the show.
You got to call it out, man.
Bro, I had a course correct.
Yeah, at least, see, and that's why we're both here, because the course correction happened. But now we're back.
We are, and
Raditz is lying his way out of this because he's got him by the tail. And
he's good, too. I would have believed it, honestly. Like, Goku is an idiot for doing that, but... I mean, again, I was making the point. Raditz was nice the whole time. I could have believed he was just bluffing. I think I made his case in episode 1.
But I mean, Piccolo saw right through it. You know, Piccolo's like, "You're not gonna believe that, right?" And then Goku, you know, he starts to let go, and then Raditz takes his advantage, and then boom.
Yeah. To be fair, like Piccolo and Goku are pretty much the best team ever for being, you know, the biggest enemies of each other, but also. He's still the biggest enemy. If I was Goku and my biggest haters, like, don't listen to him. You're not gonna listen to him, right? It would make me want to listen to him more. I'm not gonna lie.
You're probably right there, honestly.
Like, man, you just don't want a couple of powerful brothers to get together and beat a real tag team, huh, Piccolo? But no, Piccolo is just kind of spitting with that one.
Oh, wait, dude, hang on, wait.
Go ahead.
The Chi-Chi scene was in this episode.
No, it was in before as well.
Oh,
she gets a lot of scenes. She gets a lot.
So yeah, because I'm almost positive, literally, in the intensity of all of that, and like Raditz now has his foot on top of Goku and is crushing him and like making him scream, and all of a sudden,
every rib gone.
We just cut to Chi-Chi.
Is that true? Was it that out of place?
Yes, it was insane. I cannot believe that they did, like, whoever did that. I'm like, there had to be a better way to fill time if you needed to fill time. Like, have one of the fights last a little longer, do something, have them have a longer discussion. But like the cut back to Chi-Chi, like I think there's a thing called like contrast editing, and I know that we're not trying. I guess I'm not trying to get into all this in this video, but or in this podcast series right now. But at the same time, that's almost too much contrast. Like you're watching the MC get crushed by his brother, potentially about to die, and we're back there at Chi-Chi. And that I think that was the very moment though that I did make the comment of like, hey, you think she's about to sense like something's wrong with Goku? Like I thought maybe that's what it was going to be, and it never did that. And then we just come back because she even, I think this is where she like, this is the moment where she picks up Gohan's test and was like, oh, he was going to show me this, and then and then it cuts back, and you're like,
you know what it was? You know what it might have been? Because what does, you know, she makes a comment like this rice is gonna be done any second now. It's boiling over.
Oh, is it?
And what does rice mean? And what is the rice in Japanese, Nano? What is it?
I have no idea.
It's Gohan.
Oh,
maybe it was all foreshadowing.
Oh,
maybe it was saying Gohan's about to be done with this.
Okay.
Whether that's true or not, I have no idea. I made that up as you were talking. I remembered she mentioned rice, but
maybe
it's probably not. It was also. I also just wish the scene wasn't there. And that's at the end of the episode?
That is, I somehow we summarized episode 4 way faster. It was just a lot of, it was mostly just a lot of fighting, which makes it.
It was a lot of fighting, a lot of in betweeny, like which makes it good for us.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Again, reaction to that link below, but
3 and 4 had to be a tag team. I think we did this the best we can.
I'm glad we chose to do that one specifically back to back, because then the episode ends with Gohan breaking through the space pod. And coming out of the little divot there, and just like
the rice has boiled over. He is pissed.
You are really trying to stick to this, huh?
Well, I gotta draw like some red lines here, man. I gotta connect the dots.
This guy is.
Well, think about it. It was only in the anime, so they knew what they was doing. It was foreshadowed.
Are you sure it was only in the anime?
No.
Are you sure this wasn't like from the manga? You know what? We have a whole segment where you tell us the differences from the manga. So let us hear it. What were the differences from the manga?
Okay, well, in a scene we didn't mention, Krillin voicing concern of Goku teaming up with Piccolo was only exclusive to the anime, which, you know, that's a nothing scene. I get it. That doesn't
surprise me at all, dude. That whole sequence also felt very like filler. That whole sequence,
yeah.
Which is why we did not mention it. Also, I might add, this is just now the third episode of the podcast. We're getting the ropes, but we're still just kind of getting the ropes, you know? Like,
we're finding our feet. I think this is the best episode so far for what that matters. I'm trying to maintain. I'm trying to stay a little more in camera frame this time. And then there's only one more difference from the manga. Chi-Chi seeing Gohan's positive test marks and commenting that he could become an astronaut or something else was exclusive to the anime.
Wait, so does it cut back to her then? Does it say specifically the test?
I don't know.
Because there was more to that scene. Like that was a decent. I think that's the other thing too. It wasn't just like a quick cut back to Chi-Chi. It was like a cut to Chi-Chi. She's making dinner. She then moseys on in the kitchen, I think is where she was at. Well, yeah, she's making dinner, duh. And then she sees the test. So am I about to have to bust out my Dragon Ball Z books real quick and just see this?
You might have. We might need the manga on standby for these episodes going forward.
That would actually be cool.
That Piccolo being behind the house one was crazy.
Yeah, I wish we could have. I definitely have seen that as a reaction image on Twitter too. 100%. That's probably also where I had seen it. Man, I can't believe that's crazy that was a thing. Anyways,
but that's it. That's it for differences from the manga. Really, that's it. Not a lot. Wiki didn't give us that much.
I mean, to be fair, again, this was a lot of fighting, a
lot of battling. Which
again is that's what we're here for.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm not going to be sad about it.
No, like that's 100% what we're here for. I mean, this was for me, you know, remembering back to the good old days of watching this as a child. This is how Dragon Ball Z is shaped in my mind. Like this episode is penultimate levels of like Saiyan Saga Dragon Ball Z for sure.
So not to rush you here, Nano, but I gotta rush you here. What are you giving it as a score? Then you're talking pretty highly about it.
Okay, so I gave episode 3 a 7. You should do what I did. Throw.
I did.
I'm gonna actually go up a notch here. I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10 because I really enjoyed this episode. I kind of almost want to give it a 9, but I'm gonna go with an 8. Because
listen, I
still really enjoy it.
Go ahead.
So
yeah. No, and listen, I'm following your footsteps here. I held up my number before, but I also bumped it up a notch from my score, which made this a 9.
A 9.
I can't give it a 10 because I don't think on its own it is a 10 episode. I'm saving 10s for when I'm like, yeah, that was, that it is what it is. That's a 10. But I love Raditz. I love these 2 episodes, but this episode is definitely the more action-packed, the bending Kamehameha, the double Sundays, the beams, the fighting, the action. This is Dragon Ball Z in a nutshell. This is why I love Raditz. This is why I'm giving it a 9. It's too good not to be a 9.
And moments like this are why we're doing this podcast, because this was a ton of fun to rewatch and a ton of fun to talk about. And if you're not already, you can go over there and support us on Patreon by clicking the link down below in the description. If you're not listening to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or watching us on YouTube, you definitely should be. Doto,
literally anywhere podcasts are available. Check out Key Moments. Go ahead.
Any final words for the people until next week? Because I know they're all waiting on bated breath for the next episode to drop.
Not even about next week. I'm excited. We're going to keep the ball rolling. We keep finding our footing. We're doing better. As of right now, this is a pretty last minute one. You got back from your Key Moments. I'm on my way to make my own Key Moments. I'm taking a trip to Cancun after this. I'm going on podcast vacation. That won't matter for you guys. Not going to affect the schedule at all. But I just thought I'd say that's why I'm wearing like this large hoodie. We're ready to go. Shorter episode, double packed.
Yes.
Double stuffed.
Yes.
What an episode, though.
Double Sunday. Woo! I'm sorry, I just had to say it. Anyways.
And listen to that jingle. Listen to the jingle now. We don't even know what it is.
I love how Donald keeps saying that, and this dude ain't even gonna come through. There ain't no jingle.
I am gonna come through. There's
He's
gonna be
come
a jingle.
Through. I believe him, and I believe in you guys liking this video and subscribing if you're watching on YouTube, and all the fun things on all the platforms. And Doto and I will see y'all in the next one.
Hey, enjoy the jingle. Bye.